everyone, Aliye here. Today I wanted to show you how I store fruits and vegetables in my refrigerator without plastic bags. Like anything new, it takes getting used to and some experimenting to see what does and doesn't work for you, but after a while you'll totally get the hang of it. There's a few things that I use, just a couple tools that I need to have on hand to do this. Number one is tea towels. These are the kind of towels that aren't fuzzy at all, also called flour sack towels. The bigger they get, this one's huge, it doesn't even fit in the camera. This is a flour sack towel. It's really nice and big. We're gonna use these to wrap greens and other larger items. Also, tea towels of just a regular size work well too, like this one. They don't have to be pretty and fancy, but this one also doesn't have any of the fuzz on it. You can also take towels, this was made by a friend of mine for me, and make little bags out of them. So this is a tea towel. It's been made into a bag. It actually has a nifty drawstring right here on it. Not essential, but super cute. Maybe a little home project for you. So the bag comes in handy too. And then the last thing I use is glass bowls. And I'll cover it up, usually with its own lid. Sometimes I'll just use a plate to cover it up. So those are the few tools that I use, and let me show you exactly how I use all of them. So let's get started here. First, we're gonna wrap up some carrots in just a regular sized tea towel. And when you store carrots, you want to make sure to take the tops off of them, as it will cause them to dry out faster and get limp if you leave the tops on in the fridge. So take your topless carrots, go ahead and wrap them up in the towel, burrito-like kind of, and you just run that little packet under water, under the faucet, just really briefly. You want it damp, not soggy. I would also do carrots in a bag like this, a little produce bag I was showing you at the beginning, and then I would just take that and run it under a little bit of water under the faucet, just to make it damp, not soaking wet. This bag is also really good for other items such as broccoli, and they're great for bringing to the farmer's market, these bags. So you just throw your broccoli or carrots or whatever in there. You would run that under cool water as well to make it damp. For my larger items, I like to have some larger flour sack towels on hand. So for things like leafy greens, this is some kale right here. Just go ahead and roll it up in there and then just run that little bundle under the faucet really briefly to get it kind of damp. Other items you can do in that big towel are things like asparagus work really well. Asparagus can fit in a bag too, but the towel works just as well. And herbs work really well like this too, I promise. So that's a bunch of parsley. Just go ahead and wrap it up in there, run it under some cool water, make it a little bit damp. Obviously I'm using one towel to show you each thing, but you would use multiple towels for this. And then celery. Celery is often quite big, so I really like these large towels for it. That was just kind of part of a bunch of celery, would run that under cool water. The other thing I want to show you is a salad mix. So salad mix won't last too well in a cloth bag in the fridge like I have here. Even if you dampen it, it really won't last very well. So you can get your salad mix at the farmer's market, and then when you get home, get out your glass bowl and go ahead and dump it all over the counter. Use a bigger glass bowl. But the idea is to put your salad mix in the glass bowl with a little bit of room left at the top. You don't really want to squish it in there like I'm doing here. And then just go ahead and cover it. Glass bowls are also really good for strawberries. These strawberries have not been washed. Just go ahead and stick them in there directly from the market. Don't wash them. They will go bad really fast if you wash them before putting them in there. And then just rinse them right before you eat them and enjoy. And this is what I mean by running your cloth bags under water briefly. Just go ahead and get it a little bit damp. You don't want it dripping, but you do want it a little bit damp so it keeps that produce nice and moist. And you'll notice that everything that I'm putting in those bags, you can't see what it is because it's not clear like plastic. So what I like to do is just make a list of what's in the fridge so I don't have to go digging through the drawer. I just know what's in there. I hope these tips were helpful for you in helping you figure out how to store your veggies and your fruit without plastic bags. Make sure you check out the article on my website at agoodcarrot.com, and I'm going to put some resources down below this video that you can check out as well for cloth bags and some other things you might find helpful. That's it for today. I'll see you next time.